Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Alex's Afternoon Art Show. Today we are drawing Cammy as part of the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 mural. And given how long our last one was, this comparatively is going to be shorter, I know that much, but I don't know. We got hair to deal with. So, in the same sense, there's not a huge amount of detailing going on. It's mostly just kind of straight lines and that's about it. Given that this is the Street Fighter Alpha design, so it's a little bit more simple. Yeah, I'm just gonna do the intro. Just gonna roll the intro. I don't know, my brain failed me today. Not got much. Okay, so, yeah, this is our fourth to last character, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Cause yeah. Well, not fourth to last Capcom character. I mean, I may as well start turning off some of these other characters because I don't need them. There's only a very few characters who actually have to be conscious of all around this now. Only a handful of characters left. So I may as well start zooming in. I have the right black, don't I? I do. But yeah, whoop. This file is a little too large these days, I think. But yeah, as you can see, this is the point of where there's going to be a lot visible of the character. More so, it's not going to be like kind of some of these earlier ones of where they're kind of obscured in part or in a lot. They're fairly visible for the most part. Whenever we get to this point, I mean, we're basically at the end here now. There's only two more characters. Well, three more characters after Cammy, but one of them is Servbot, so that will basically take 15 minutes. Yeah, so much so that one might be quick enough that I might even consider bunching it in with another character. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'll zoom in a little bit here. Because this is the thing, Cammy is short, so a lot of the oh, my brain is fighting me today, Jesus. But yeah, so this is the thing, Cammy's reasonably small, so this is the thing, she doesn't take up as much space as a lot of these other characters do. And yeah, there's not a huge amount in terms of detailing or anything like that. It's mostly just the kind of the pattern on the bodysuit. That's about it. Which, I mean, even that, not many lines on it. Not many things to be detailed, and I mean, even the boots, they're just a flat brown boot. So yeah, realistically, this one feels like it might be quick. I don't know. I don't want to jinx it. I don't remember if I used reference for this. I did. I don't even remember what the reference image was. I can't open it. But yeah, I did at some point use reference. Which is strange. I don't remember using it for a lot of these later ones, to be honest. A lot of these later ones were quite quick, I think. Well, actually, I think I had more time to do them than some of the earlier ones. Some of the earlier ones I really kind of blasted through in terms of their base sketches. Because, I mean, obviously there's not as much stuff I have to do with the detailing of this one because the base sketch is reasonably detailed. But, yeah. Yeah, I don't really see much of a reason to kind of dawdle here. I think we're probably going to just jump straight into it, more or less. Yeah, there's really not a huge amount that I have to go into beforehand. I think I will just start because all the details are there. Yeah, all the details are there. Everything I need is already here. So yeah, I'll just start. I've already got my reference and everything. So yeah, we'll start. Okay, that is our details done. I took a very quick break to get dinner. But yeah, now it is time for the dots. I didn't think that was too bad. It took an hour and a half-ish, but realistically, not too bad. All in all, more often than not, these things tend to take quite a while to do. So, time-wise, we're doing alright. Just hopefully it doesn't get dark by the time I'm done this one like it did with the last time. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I suppose, yeah, like this is the thing, I'll zoom back in here, but yeah, with a lot of these, like, kind of metallic, kind of like scoring lines here, which kind of give you that impression of it being metallic, they're not really all that necessary, and they do add a lot of time. But I think they do add a certain amount of 3D-ness to these metallic bits, and yeah, I mean, yeah, you could say that they're kind of pointless and they are very time-consuming, but realistically, I do think that they do add something. And yeah, a thing which I couldn't really see in the art for Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but what it is in this design is that she has a little armband there. I mean, it's on the character sprite, but I don't know if it's like actually on a lot of the art. I don't see it on a lot of the art, but I'm just going to assume that it's there. This arm, or this like gauntlet has this like little shield bit on it. Don't know what that is, like a little axle or something, but I don't know what that really is. Yeah, I don't know what reference I used for this, because I don't actually think either of these arms were like this. I think realistically it was just the kind of head position that I used, and that was about it. Because yeah, more or less it's kind of, this is, to my recollection anyways, I might be wrong, I could have pulled a lot from my reference here. I don't think I did. But yeah, I think a lot of this was kind of just the a lot of this was stuff which I kind of did myself, and you can kind of tell because this is fairly flat. So for example, it's kind of uncomfortable to do that with your arm in a way that kind of keeps the back of your hand facing flat forward. Kind of uncomfortable to do that. So a model wouldn't really do that. But in terms of drawing it, it's a lot easier to do that because there's less of an angle. Angles are difficult. Depends. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Like angling the head can be difficult sometimes, but I don't find it that difficult. And yeah, like kind of adding little folds and stuff like that. Not very hard, but kind of hands, obviously. Hands are quite legendarily difficult, same with feet. But yeah, largely I don't find it too hard to do, but in some instances I do just make my life a little easier. And this is one of those instances of where I think I did that. I don't remember. I did these base sketches like months ago now at this point. But yeah, anyways, I think I'll get these dots done and then I'll be back for the colors. Okay, that is our dots done. Now it is time for our colors. I was just kind of having a glance over this to make sure I hadn't missed anything, because for some reason I feel like I've missed a spot. Somewhere here I feel like I've missed a spot. And I'm not quite sure where. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head where I feel like I've missed something. I don't know if it's maybe this leg or something. You know what, I'll go back in. I feel like maybe it is the leg. See a few more dots up here or something, I don't know. How does that look? How does that look? A little better. Well, but her face is fairly clear, but I generally don't like to put too much on the face because I feel like it gets messy. Well, I started not putting much on the face because I feel like it gets too messy. In some of the earlier ones, you can see that I put quite a bit on the face, but it does get quite messy. There's a little too much going on. I tend to just kind of prefer under the eyes, under the nose, generally, under the lip. That's generally the areas where I put a little bit of dot shading, and then along the jawline. Along the jawline, away from the light source. I think that's probably fine. I think we're going to start doing the colors. So brace yourself, it's about to get bright. There you go. Now, I think I'm going to steal a skin tone from somebody. I can probably use one of these. Let's try Charlie's skin tone. I think we could probably steal this and maybe just change something about it. Oh, it's quite pale. What if I redden it slightly and then deepen it slightly? Cammy is usually vaguely tan. She's not usually pale anyways. I wouldn't say that she's necessarily tan, but she's not pale. But yeah, I think we'll do these colors and then I'll be back for the shading. But yeah, I don't anticipate the colors taking too long. There's not much to do really. There's only about 3 or 4 colors. But yeah, well, 3 or 4 core colors, not including like eyes, hair, lips, and stuff like that. But anyways, I'll be back. I'll be back after I'm done the colors. Okay, that is our colors done. I did have to screw around with that blue quite a bit because I don't know what it is with blue, but it always gets washed out by screens. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you what it is. But yeah, I should actually see how this stacks up against Ken because, okay, the red is different. It is different, moderately. But yeah, so yeah, I ended up having to do a lot of work with that blue. I also forgot that there was black. I did actually forget about the armband after specifically mentioning it before doing the colors. But yeah, the blue I had to do a lot of tinkering with because it was very sea foamy, but it's supposed to be a much milder color, so I ended up kind of tinkering with it for a while and I came to this. But yeah, let me grab these colors and then I will do the shading, and then once I've done that, it'll be time for the light line. And that'll be us. But yeah, I will do these colors, and then I'll be back for the light line in a little bit. Okay, there is our shading done. I may have I'm beginning to think that whenever I introduced this section, I think I said colors again, but I don't remember anymore. So yeah, for all intents and purposes, let's just say I was correct. But anyways, since that is our colors, or since that is our shading done, it is now time to do the light line, which should be reasonably quick, because there's nothing particularly shiny going on here. But yeah, I will just do this, then I will sign off. Okay, that is the light line done, which means that is us done. So yeah, I will turn off our backgrounds and break yourself. There. I think that blue looks about right. Again, it looks different against the background, because obviously the background is blue, and now it's white, so it looks different here. But yeah, that seems to track more or less. But yeah, obviously she's small, but she's also at the pretty much at the very edge. There's only 2 more characters of any kind of size on the Capcom side, so we're pretty much there. We've got very little left to do. Yeah, I mean, we're realistically basically right at the end, and this is 49 characters, so there's only 7 characters left. Yeah, we're very much kind of right there at the end. There's very little left to do, but yeah, we are definitely getting there. And yeah, who's next? Iron Man is next, so that'll probably be another long one. Well, in terms of recording time, anyways, that'll be a long one. But yeah, that was a reasonably enjoyable one. Not to say that I don't normally enjoy doing these, and it is getting dark now, and it's also getting very warm, funnily enough. But this has not taken nearly 4 hours, mercifully enough. This is only 3 hours of recording. But yeah. What was I going to say? But yeah, that was a fun one. Fun enough, anyways. But yeah, as I say, next time is Iron Man. So yeah, I will leave you, I believe. I will just sign off, and that will be us. So if you liked the video, do whatever it is that you normally do, whether that be liking it or whatever it is that you normally do. Of course, I would prefer if you liked the video, or at the very least you didn't engage negatively. But you're gonna do what you're gonna do, and I can't stop you. So just do whatever it is that you normally do. And yeah, if you want to subscribe, it's the same deal. Button's there. You know where it is. And yeah, if you decide to watch the next video, I will see you next time. But yeah, I think that is us. I think that is all that I needed to say. I do have a habit of forgetting these things. But yeah. I will just say goodbye, and that'll be us. So, bye-bye.